I'm from the media, so if I have a mic, I can ask a question. Yes. Namaskar. This is Sanjay Agarwal. So I represent World News 24 by 7. It's a digital platform. So I just came in late because there was a press day today. So I was attending the ceremony there. So I wanted to know where the event is going to take place. So world over, how many monks are going to assemble and which all the countries which are coming there?
Thank you so much. The International Tipitaka Chanting ceremony will be taking place in Bodh Gaya on December 2nd to the 12th, and then we have this yatra on the 13th. There were 22 countries that participated last year, so we're assuming the same numbers of countries. To give you a few of the names, we have Thailand, Cambodia, Laos PDR, Laos International, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, um, Bangladesh, Nepal, Singapore, Indonesia, America, Brazil, um, and those are the ones that come to mind
Fine.
immediately. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good afternoon. I am Agresh Pratap from the United News of India. I just wanted to ask whether will you be planning similar events at different places in the country where, in Delhi, we also have a place, the Buddha Garden, and there is some relevant place where there's a tree which is related to Bodh Gaya. So, do you have any plans to have such similar events in the future across the country?
Yes, we just returned a few months back. We did 64 programs throughout India. And so our wish is to continue to do that. And of course, we have many monks who are present here, so we would encourage them also to continue to spread the teachings and to revive the tradition in these holy places. But we do have a wish to continue to do that, especially to focus on the 8 major sites of the Buddha. That is very significant. We feel that Buddha Charika should really, if we can bring the local communities together so that they can understand the historical significance of this place and what was taught there, what is significant. And for the Bhikkhu Sangha and the nuns, for them to see the historical site itself is very meaningful. Thank you.
I'll just add to this. There are several Buddhist organizations across the country, but it's very rarely that someone brings them together and travels through these states and these cities, where Buddhist sites are there. And uh, Mrs. Vangamudiksi and her organization did a wonderful job last year and also in the beginning of this year when they traveled through many of these cities, one by one, organizing the Buddhist Sangha in these cities. And I saw the map across the country, the way they traveled. It was tremendous organizational skill, which required them to tie up all the loose ends across the country and do a very smooth run. And I think this sort of exercise can be done in future also, since they did it very successfully this last time. So we'll look forward to such activities, and IBC will collaborate with you.
I,
Anybody wants to?
I just coming to this Buddha Park, which my friend said. So Buddha Jayanti Park, I have recently been there. So there's a Bodh Gaya tree. I think it was planted by our Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Shastri Ji, Bodh Gaya tree, and then there is an installation So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, they'd redone this site in G20 summit. So it's quite relevant. It's not much of a tourist place. People who are flocking India, they're going all over the country, and I think nobody's visiting there. So you need to take that initiative to develop it into a Buddhist place.
Dr. Pant, maybe you could share a little bit about the Satipatthana and the practice.
See, we in the IBC try to promote Dhamma from various point of view, and as a program, we have certain programs which we do every year, like we have Vaishakh Purnima and Ashar Purnima, and similarly, our Director General is very much enthusiastic that we should have more programs, such programs. So I was planning something like, to have, there is a text called Satipatthana Sutta, which is the base sutta for Vipassana practice. So we are trying to work out to celebrate Vipassana Day or Satipatthana Divas, so that to promote Pali and Pali Tipitaka. As you know, our government of India has declared Pali as a classical language. So, we want to try and, these are the basic message which is given in the Tipitaka. We would like to highlight so that people can practice this in their daily life. So this is something which we are trying to work out.
Could I also make a small comment here? Some of the sites are not just historical, they're cosmic. For example, a Buddha can only become a Buddha at the Vajrasana. There's no other place. And the Vajrasana is not a temple. In fact, it's just a place. If there was no temple there at all, it would still be the Vajrasana. So India is blessed like this. There are three places. This place, Bodh Gaya, in Sankasya, and in Travasti, where a Buddha must go. So there are these sites that can't be replicated just anywhere. And this is a wonder of India, that it retains these places. And they were marked by the Emperor Ashoka, and so they're historically validated. So this is a very important feature of Indian Buddhism, I think, that these authentic sites are present in your country. And they have tremendous atmosphere, really absolutely extraordinary. So this is one of the reasons why, of course, there are many Buddhist places in India. One herself found in the south all these amazing places being built. And indeed, there are very authentic ancient sites there too. But the main 8 sites are the ones that we focused on, because they are the ones most canonical to the historical Buddha. And some of them, as I say, are more than just places. There's something quite extraordinary. And for example, in Bodh Gaya, we erected a Dharma bell, and we had to dig a foundation. So we dug a hole about 20 feet wide, about 8 feet deep. We found 32 ancient Buddha statues in the soil, just in that one hole. How many remains there must be at Bodh Gaya? It's just mind-boggling. And so this is really where we focus on it.
Can I add a few words? I think this whole movement started 19, 20 years back, now moving towards to have the 7 great Buddhist councils in India. Right? The last 6 great Buddhist council was held in Myanmar, Burma, Jobote, Myanmar. I think now, knowingly or unknowingly, we are moving towards that, and I'm confident as soon as you finish this Holy Tipitaka chanting, that will end up with the great 7 great Buddhist concept, making Satta Sanghayana concept, isn't it? It is moving, and already thousands and thousands of Sangha members from all over the world, from all the different traditions, and Buddhist devotees are coming. And India, our honorable Prime Minister, as I mentioned repeatedly, great supporting this whole thing. And then we have this uh, greatest Buddhist umbrella IBC here. Sir, through your guidance, we are dreaming, we are moving towards it. Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah.
I think to answer to your specific question about Buddha Jayanti Park, which you visited and both of you have been there, I quite agree with what Mr. Dixie mentioned, that places which have historical footprints of the Buddha or the great saints, they have very natural attraction. Buddha Jayanti Park was created subsequently, but let me tell you that Honorable Prime Minister has time and again mentioned that people from all over the world, they arrive first in Delhi before going to any of the Buddhist sites anywhere in the country. The landing place is Delhi, and there has to be something more impacting and impressive rather than the Buddha Jayanti Park, etc. So there is a project which is being conceived now of having a site where there will be a massive pagoda with all the infrastructure, garden, etc. And in order to attract public, you have to have something which touches the nerve of the people. So in order to do that, probably we will have some holy relics placed in that particular facility, so that Sangha members, etc., can come and pay their respect there. This project is going on. We are working on it with the government, and very soon you will come across something magnificent and massive in Delhi itself.
Thank you.
Yeah, the other project, I think, thank you, Guruji, he just reminded us. You see, among the various sites which are there in India, there is one site which is outside India where we haven't done much, which is the birthplace of the Buddha, which is
Lumbini.
Lumbini in Nepal. Now, several countries have monasteries there and institutions there. IBC has been constructing, build a sort of India International Center for Buddhist Heritage. We call it the IICBH. It's a long name, but we'll shorten it subsequently. And this particular facility is almost 95% complete. So we have been working morning, evening, night on that project, building a huge structure which is in a foreign country with different rules, regulations, taking things, construction material from India across the border, facing challenging weather conditions, facing the Gen Z movement which happened in Nepal, all of these hazards. In the midst of all this, we have been building this project. And I must say that the land, when we got in this particular place, the Honorable Prime Minister had gone there. PM Modi had gone there to Nepal, to Lumbini, to inaugurate the particular land, to just lay the initial prayers, etc. And the Nepali Prime Minister, then Sheikh Bahadur Deuba, was also in attendance at that particular ceremony. I'm sure that when the project is completed very soon, Honorable Prime Minister will again visit Lumbini to inaugurate the actual facility. So this is something which we've kept it a little low profile, but when it happens, you'll get to know. This is the other thing which we are doing outside of India in Lumbini, the birthplace of Siddhartha Gautama.
Thank you. One more question, if I can take.
एक
Sir,
क्वेश्चन मेरा, मैं सुजल संदेश से हूँ, संस्कृत समाचार पत्र। खासकर हल्दर साहब ने मेरे क्वेश्चन का कुछ पार्ट कवर किया है। खासकर जैसा भी इंडिया में सब लोग जानते हैं कि प्रो रिलीजन मतलब जो धर्म के लिए बहुत काम कर रहे हैं, चाहे अयोध्या हो या काशी का जितना भी काम हुआ है, जबकि मेरा मानना है कि बौद्ध धर्म जो है पूरी दुनिया में शांति का संदेश दे सकता है, और खासकर जो त्रिपिटक हमारा पाठ है, इसके जरिए हम पूरी दुनिया को शांति का संदेश दे सकते हैं। क्या हमारे बौद्ध धर्म वाले लोग भारत में कुछ ऐसा आज की डेट में समझते हैं कि जो सरकार है, क्या उनके लिए या उनके धर्म के प्रचार प्रसार के लिए कुछ काम कर रही है? यदि कर रही है तो क्या कर रही है? थोड़ा सा यदि आप उस पर प्रकाश डालें तो मैं उसको आगे कवर करूँगा।
मैं थोड़ा दो शब्द बताता हूँ, उसके बाद प्रोफेसर साहब बताएंगे। देखिए, इस सरकार के आने के बाद बौद्ध धर्म का प्रचार जो जिस रफ्तार से हुआ है, ये कभी पिछले दिनों देखा नहीं गया था। 4 साल में जो मैं रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, जो उन्नति हमने देखा, जिस तरीके से काम हुआ है, हमें तो समय नहीं मिलता। IBC एक संस्था ऐसे है जो सरकार के साथ काम करती है और हमें बिल्कुल समय नहीं मिलता। एक चीज़ जो प्रधानमंत्री ने बहुत जोर शोर से शुरू किया। ये है शरीरावस्तु गौतम बुद्ध का रिलिक जिसे कहा जाता है, इसको देश विदेश में ले जाना और दूसरे देशों में, दूर दराज देशों में जहाँ पे लोगों को उनसे उनको यहाँ पे आना बड़ा मुश्किल है इतने दूर से, तो इन लोगों तक रिलीफ को पहुँचाने का जो काम है ये काफ़ी ज़ोर शोर से किया गया है इस सरकार के दरमियान। और हम काफ़ी मतलब पिछले 4 साल में मंगोलिया ले गए रिलीफ को, फिर वियतनाम ले गए, थाईलैंड ले गए, कलमीकिया रशिया में ले गए, वियतनाम ले गए, अभी हम भूटान से होके आ रहे हैं, आगे कुछ और देशों में भी जाया जाएगा। तो ऐसा फ्रीक्वेंसी में रिलीफ को विदेश में बुद्धिस्ट कंट्रीज में लेके दर्शाना ये कभी पीछे हुआ नहीं था। और आपको आश्चर्य होगा आप जब देखेंगे यहाँ पे, तो आपने जो ये सवाल किया है यहाँ पे भारत में तो स्थिति जैसे है हम विदेश में आप जब देखेंगे, जब ये रिलीफ जाते हैं आश्चर्यजनक बुद्धिस्ट कंट्रीज में, मतलब लोग रास्ते में जैसे ही रिलीफ एयरपोर्ट से शहर तक जा रही है तो आप देखोगे रास्ते में लेटे हुए हैं उस गाड़ी की तरफ देखते हुए कि जो जो रिलीफ को ले जा रहा है। और उसी तरीके से 100 साल, 102, 103 साल की उम्र के लोग आ रहे हैं दर्शन देने के लिए, बच्चे आ रहे हैं, 4:30 बजे सुबह से लाइन में खड़े हुए, अंधेरे में वर्षा हो रही है और वहाँ खड़े हुए, 6, 6:30 बजे गेट खुलने वाला है, तब तक के लिए खड़े हुए। मतलब इस तरीके का जो कमिटमेंट है और इसको रियलाइज़ करना सरकार के द्वारा, और इसको किस तरीके से लोगों तक रिलीफ को लेके ये जो एलिमेंट ऑफ फेथ, डेडिकेशन, कमिटमेंट है टुवर्ड्स बुद्धिज़्म, इसको किस तरीके से लिवरेज करना या उन तक उनके मन के जो इच्छा है उसको पूरा करना, ये एक चीज़ हुआ है, ये कभी हिस्टोरिकली इन द पास्ट कभी हुआ नहीं।